In this video, I break down cards that I see as potential good investment options for people who don't know where to start with investing or are just interested in getting into the investing side. I am going to go through 11 different cards from the Scarlet and Violet era and explain why I believe these are good investments. I hope you enjoy. What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're gonna do, as you can see from the title, another kind of investment video today. The first one I did was like by tenfolds my best video that I've uploaded yet, so investment videos are definitely gonna get thrown into the mix now, so I'm excited about that. And there was a bunch of great feedback on it, and I'm glad I could help people out with it. I loved reading the feedback of people saying that they grabbed a box because of me saying that. That was like the entire point of the video. I'm going to review 11 cards that I believe could see an increase in price over course of time. So some good cards to buy like decent amounts of if they're like much cheaper, and just like hoard them for now. Just a disclaimer though, I am in no way an expert on the market or anything whatsoever, so take my information with a grain of salt. This is literally just like what I think, and I came up with this in just like an hour of looking at cards and just from knowledge that I already know. But yeah, don't, if you want to go about this, if you want to try using this advice, absolutely, but do not think that I'm like giving you the answers to stuff. This is just like a total theory and guess, and yeah. So if you guys enjoy this kind of video, let me know and I'll keep doing more of them. So let's get into card number 1. Now card number 1 is going to be the Spidops EX SIR from Scarlet and Violet base set. If you guys can see, it's actually already skyrocketing in price. Like when I did the research on this, just like it was literally like 3 days ago, it was market price on it was under $4. So I think this is a great card to invest in. I'm gonna start picking these up as I see them, because for one, it's an SIR, which is one of the hardest cards to get in a set in Scarlet and Violet. 2, it is insanely cheap right now. Like being able to get them for $5 each is just crazy. And then 3, it comes from Scarlet and Violet base set, which is nearing its time to be done with printing. So these cards are not going to be readily available much longer, and that's a big part of how I factor the cards for this episode. Like Scarlet and Violet base, Obsidian Flames, and Paldea Evolved were the first 3 sets to come from Scarlet and Violet, and we're already like 2 years from those sets coming out, so, and that's around the time when printing stops for sets, so that is a big factor to think about when you're looking at cards to invest in and potential ones just to buy that you think will go up in value. But yeah, I think Spidops is a great one to buy. It also, as you can see cut off at the bottom here, the Scyther, it's a 1 of 2, like to get the full art of the card, it's a 1 of 2 of those. So like there's a second one, which is for the Tarantula, and it has the second half of this card. That's another part that's cool about it. If you want to get them in sets, also, that would make sense too, just because they do go together. But yeah, that's my first card. And I think this is honestly one of the best ones on the list. And I myself am gonna, like I said, gonna start buying some of these. Let's go on to card number 2. Okay, for card number 2, I have the Iron Treads EX SIR from Scarlet and Violet base as well. You guys are going to see a trend, like I said, of every single one of these cards except like 1 or 2 is from either Scarlet Violet base, Obsidian Flames, or Paldea Evolved, because like I said, the printing is soon to be non-existent for these sets anymore, so less and less readily available cards, especially the harder to get cards of the sets, you should see those prices increase a lot more as these become harder to get. And as you guys can already see right here, I mean, just 2 months ago, not even, like a month and a half ago, it's already doubled in price since then. And keep in mind, the market right now is very different than what it's been in past years. Pretty much every single card right now is going up in price, so realistically, you're gonna have good investment on pretty much whatever you choose. I just wanted to try to find like hidden gem kind of ones to use, and so Iron Treads is my second pick on this list. Let's go to number 3. The next one on this list, we got the Great Tusk EX, SIR, and Scarlet and Violet base set as well. And if you guys can see the graph, this one has almost doubled in price as well from that month and a half time frame. And yeah, I mean, SIRs from Scarlet and Violet base, especially that are like really cheap, like $10 and below, I would just hoard as many of those as possible, because obviously you can get your hands on a good amount of them and just hold. And like, let's say you have 10 of these and you're in it for, market price is $9, $10. Let's say you have 10 of them, you're in it for $90. If it goes up even just $5, you've made $50 off those 10. Like, it's just, and it's gone up $4 in a month and a half. So let's say in a year, this is obviously probably won't happen, but this is just to like give you an idea. Say in like a year's worth, right? So that's what? 8 month and a half time frames, and it went up $4. So say it went up $32 in a year, right? You would be getting, that would be a $300 profit on your cards just for waiting a year on them. So I mean, that's just one way to put it into perspective. But yeah, that's the third card. Let's go into the fourth. Okay, now we are going into Paldea Evolved cards. The first one I have on here is the Quackquavel EX SIR, and I mean, look at this graph. Like, this one is just a straight shot up since like November, start of November, which was right around the boom. So, and it's just gonna keep going and going, more than likely, especially as, you know, this boom continues. I think this boom's gonna continue for a while. It looked like a great card to me, and like I said, another very affordable one, sitting at $7.50 right now. I think this is a great card to consider. And let's go on to the next card. Card number 5, I have the Teen Lou EX SIR from Paldea Evolved as well. This card is growing like very, very rapidly. What, 25% increase in a month's worth of time. That's a good chunk. Even though it's a cheap card, a 25% increase within a month is a huge bump. I also just think it's a cool artwork, and obviously, over time, cool artworks will always do much better because people will start to realize that and want the card as well. I think this is another card that could do great, and another cheap one to easily be able to buy in bulk. So yeah, let's go on to card number 6. Okay, for card number 6, this is what I would call my more shot in the dark card of the group that I picked. We got the Giacomo Full Art Trainer SIR from Paldea Evolved. This one's just really, really cheap. It's been having really weird pricing. As you guys can see, it keeps shooting up and down, up and down. I think it'll just continue as that and just like progressively get higher and higher. It is an SIR, even though it is a trainer, which aren't obviously normally worth as much as actual Pokemon, but it is from Paldea Evolved. Second set in Scarlet and Violet area, going to not be available as much anymore, so I really think most cards from those sets are going to start going up in price. I also just really like the artwork on this card. When I was looking at cards, it caught my eye, and I just thought it would be a cool one to throw in that wasn't just a Pokemon. But yeah, that's for card number 6. Let's go on to number 7. Card number 7 is the Ninetales illustration rare from Obsidian Flames. The next 3 cards are going to be more expensive cards, like not less than $10. These all are going to be like $25+ cards. This card, I can't say enough great things about it. One, it is just such a beautiful card. It was very underrated at first, I feel like. As you guys can see, mid-November, this card was only $12. It's already up to $25, and this is just steadily rising. I can see this card getting up into the $50 range relatively easy just within like the next year or so. If you start to see these at shows or when you're trading with people, just get them. This card, I am like more than certain it'll just keep going up. It's a great card. There's no cons against it, in my opinion, and another Scarlet and Violet set that was printed years ago, so it's going to be out of the mix relatively soon. Ninetales, I think, is a great pick. Let's go on to card number 8. Card number 8 is the Cleffa illustration rare from Obsidian Flames. This is another just like beautiful card. Like, this card is just so good. I actually really want to get one of these. I don't have my hands on one yet, but next time I see one, I am 100% trading for it. This card is at $23 right now, and I mean, at that point that I was looking at with the Ninetales just 2 months ago, it was at $8. It has already tripled in price in a month and a half. This is a card I think that could potentially get up to that $50 value within a year or so as well. I think it is another one of my top ones that I would invest in out of these ones that I've shown. And yeah, it's just, I mean, there's the added fact that it's a cute card. Cute cards always do good as well, so that's just icing on the cake. So I think this is a great card. Let's go on to number 9, which is the heavy hitter of the cards that I did. Card number 9 is going to be the Charizard EX SIR from Obsidian Flames. For only $68, I think this is a great investment card. As you guys can see, it's gone up $20 in that 2-month span. Especially, this is the highest value card in this set, and especially when sets stop printing, the big card of the set always just goes up in price steadily. Like, it's a no-brainer on this card. It is more on the expensive side for investing in, so you might not be able to get as many of them as easily, but I still think it's a great investment. This is going to just steadily go up over time, and I mean, yeah, it's a beautiful card. It's Charizard. It's like everyone fangirls over Charizard, so it's an easy pick in my opinion. And let's go on to card number 10. Card number 10, we have the Spheal from Surging Sparks. So the last two are from Surging Sparks, which is one of the newer sets. This was such an underrated card when it first came out, in my opinion. It is sitting at $11 right now, and literally just a month ago, it was at $5. It's doubled in value in 30 days, which... And I mean, this card is like absolutely beautiful. No one can say it's not. It's a cute card as well, and it's from a set that everyone goes crazy about, and the set is constantly out of stock, so getting these cards will be troubling. So I think it's just going to steadily increase in price as well, and I think this is a great choice for another cheaper end card to bulk up on, get as many of them as possible. And let's go on to our final card. The final card I got on this list is the Phanpy IR from Surging Sparks. This has got to be one of the cutest cards in recent times. I'm in love with this card. It is right around $10 right now, and this card as well, like right around a month ago, was $5. It has doubled in price in just within a month. This is like basically the exact same thing as the Spheal. Cute card from Surging Sparks, hard to get a hold of, and a very more affordable card that you can just stockpile on. I think it's another great option, and yeah, that's gonna round out this list. So yeah, that's gonna conclude this video. If you guys would like another video on this, a more like in detailed version of how I decide cards that I think could do well in price, let me know. I would totally do that and would love to do that. And if you enjoyed this kind of video, let me know as well, and I can make more parts to this series. And yeah, I hope you guys continue to enjoy the investing videos. These are very easy and very fun for me to do, so I will absolutely continue to do them if I continue to get the good feedback that I did on the first video. And yeah, I hope these helped in some way, and if you're someone who's not exactly sure what path to go for investing in cards, these are some much cheaper ones, more affordable, that pretty much everyone should be able to afford at least one of the cards on this list. So yeah, I hope it was helpful to people, and let me know what you thought of it. I'd love to hear your opinions. Even if you think I'm like absolutely wrong about these, I'd love to hear why you think so. As I said before, this is not a proven thing that these are for sure going to make you a profit. These are just what I think. So as I said, take it with a grain of salt, but if you think it sounds good as well, then go for it. And yeah, if you guys like this video, make sure to leave a like. If you're new to the channel and you want to start seeing more of my content, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys for the next video. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.